everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome again to another painting tutorial. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy my painting videos. Today is Saturday and it's going to be a long weekend for us here in the United States because it's going to be a holiday on Monday. So I'm just so excited because it's lots and lots of paintings for this long weekend. Today I'll be painting a turtle because I really love turtles, and as I've mentioned already before in one of my videos, in one or two of my videos, that turtles are the only reptiles that I can paint. Other reptiles I just can't because I have this what do you call this, phobia of reptiles except turtles. All right, so I really am not a huge fan of snakes and frogs and all those slimy looking things or animals. Not that I hate them, I just don't want to paint them. Okay, so I'm just so excited to paint a turtle because whenever I paint a turtle, I feel like it's just a complete package, blending, detailing, light because it's gonna be underwater, and also water because I love painting waters. So the colors I'll be using for this painting tutorial are what you see here on my left side. So you can use either, you can use raw sienna or yellow ochre, either because they're very similar to each other. Burnt sienna, titanium white, this is primary blue, oxide black, and hooker's green. You can also use sap green, all right? And I'm using an 18 by 24 stretch canvas. You can use any proportionate canvas size that you want for yourself, and you can also use a different material, and you can also use a different size for your canvas. And I'm gonna background first my canvas. So for the background, I'll be using a fairly huge brush because we want to cover as much area as possible because this is just backgrounding. So for the background, I'll be using my primary blue, titanium white, and a little bit of black just to dull that light blue color. And I'll be using that here. Okay, like that. And we will only be using the half of the canvas for the blue part, okay, for the blue colored part, because this turtle is on the bottom of the ocean. So there should be some sort of land portion, or not land portion, but more of the sandy portion or the bottom of the sea. And for that, I'm just gonna use the color that I already have here on my paintbrush, but I'll be adding more white to that, and I'll be adding some raw sienna. Again, you can definitely use what they call that color, yellow ochre. It's the same. I exactly don't know. I don't know exactly the difference between the two colors. They seem so similar to me. But anyway, I know that they have a difference slightly, very slight difference that you can ignore. Okay. So I'm going to use this color for the sandy part. As you can see here, I'm leaving a little bit of blue color because, it's underwater. So the water should still be suggestive of the depth of our painting, meaning it should be underwater and the color blue should still be there without, however, removing the fact that we're already on the sand part or the bottom. Okay, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Okay, I'll be adding more white and then raw sienna. Maybe a tiny bit of black because we want the colors to be toned down a bit. Like this. So this color will be right here. The raw sienna will add some suggestion of sand. But because of the light, okay, the sand appears to be more white than it actually is. So you only see a slight bit of yellowness. And again, between the blue and the sandy color, try to blend a bit, okay? Because we don't want any harsh lines going on because this is underwater. So we want some softness, okay? That combines the water and the land portion. So try to blend a bit by softly brushing along this midsection, just like that. All right. Okay, perfect. I really love this one. And it's just the first colors. I already love this one. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the paint to dry, but I think I can proceed with that. Maybe I'm just gonna just removing some extra paints from my paintbrush because I'm trying to wait for the paint to dry. We don't want to remove. Um, I'm just gonna retouch this part of the ocean. While waiting for the paint to dry, I'm just making some reason to wait a little bit longer. All right, just like that, maybe. All right, and then I'm gonna use another brush and I'm gonna show you now the sketch or the shape of the turtle so that you'll be guided of what space or the amount of space that we'll be using for the turtle. And it's gonna be really, really almost the whole canvas, especially the midsection. So I'm gonna use a small angle brush just for sketching, and I'm gonna use my black so that you can clearly see it against the colors that we already have here. So for the turtle, I just love turtles. I just love them. I'm in love with turtles. And, so this will be the back shell. And I will adjust if I feel like I need to adjust it. Okay, because as you can see here, I'm just freehanding everything. We're not tracing or anything like that, because that's how I want to learn how to draw. Every sketch that I do is a learning session for me as well. It's not just for you, because I also want to learn how to draw really nicely. Um, okay, I need to make, you see, I need to adjust it a bit. I feel like the head is too long, way too long. Okay, so this will be the mouth. Okay. And this completes the shape of the head of the turtle. All right, like that. Okay. And then around here, we're gonna draw where the shell begins or ends. I'm just gonna try to connect. And as I told you, I will make a little bit of adjustment. I feel like the shell is too low. It should be a little bit more curvy. Like that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use my black just to darken already this part of the neck. All right. And then I'm going to draw the first flap. Okay. That. And the flap that is right behind it. Okay, like that. Okay. And then next flap. Okay, like that. So that's basically the shape of the turtle that is underwater that we'll be doing. Now I'm gonna use a little bit of grayish blue color, and I'm gonna use that for this part. So just color it with this color. There should be some sort of blue color going on, and there should be some gray, some hints of gray in there. I'm a little bit loose when it comes to doing the underpainting because I will be detailing it really, really like intensely later. So we just want to finish the blocking of colors for now, and then we're going to be in full detailing mode after the color blocking. Okay, like that. And I'm going to add a little bit of burnt sienna plus white down here just to suggest some interest. Okay. And then some raw sienna. Okay, again, raw sienna. And then right here on the neck part. And if you would notice it, I'm not really washing my brush. I want some presence of the other colors that I've already used. Because we are doing an underwater subject. So the water makes everything like connected to each other, even if they appear to be of different colors. Right here on the neck part, especially. Okay, I'm gonna use my raw sienna again. Okay, but I'll be adding a little bit of blue so that it appears more almost like green color. Almost like green. And we have to remove now the sketch line that we had here. We don't need it anymore. Just a very thin line that separates the sketch from the water or from the background. But basically, we need to remove the sketch lines. We don't need that in realistic paintings. Okay, and then I'm gonna get my black. And I'm just gonna make some sort of correction in here. Let me just add more black. Okay, like that. Okay, let's go back to the grayish bluish color that we used for this. So we'll be using the same color over here on the back flap. Okay, like that. And I'll be getting my hooker's green. And just try to be like loose when it comes to underpainting the shell because it has a lot of detailing. The more loose and what they call this, the more loose and the more um, raw your paint strokes or your brush strokes are, the more natural it will look. And that's what we like. I'm gonna grab some black. So I'm just gonna alternately use my green and black and perhaps my blue on the shell. Again, try to be more relaxed here. You don't have to make it super in solid color. Just cover it with blues and greens and blacks. Okay, like that. And I might use my palette knife later. Okay, so I'm gonna lighten this part of the shell, the left side, by adding a little bit of light green. Okay, and then some white. Okay, like that. Okay. Gonna get my raw sienna. And then some black mixed with hooker's green. And like that. And then for shadow purposes, let's just darken this part. Okay, like that. And for the head, okay, I'm gonna underpaint that with some raw sienna. Oh, sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that. Not raw sienna. The same color for the shell that we use. So it's gonna be like that, like greenish, bluish color. Again, try to remove the sketch lines. Okay, like that. And then again, some raw sienna right here on the head. But of course, I'm not washing my brush. That's why you would still see a little bit of greeny color going on. even if I mention raw sienna, there should be some sort of um, green, or yeah, green color. And again, I'm just gonna use black for the neck right here, so that we suggest fold on the neck. You know, when the turtle inserts its head on its shell, there should be some folds going on. And then I'm gonna make some dark markings on the shell. Okay, and for this part, I'm just gonna wash my brush out, and I'm gonna get some, again, raw sienna. It's right there, just like that. Okay, and then some bluish, grayish colors over the right side, because we will be doing the detailing later. It will make sense later. For now, let's just color block, and some of that color on the right side, on the left side, I mean. Okay, and then I'm gonna wash my brush out. I'm gonna use my black, okay, and I'm gonna slightly create some, call this, unevenness on the ground, okay. All right, like that. Then I'm gonna get some Hooker's green plus white and grays. I'm just gonna add those colors. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna create some shadow. Like that. I'm gonna darken. Mm. And let me just separate the head, okay, so that it does not look like it's just pasted in there. Let's separate it from the background by actually, outlining it. I'm gonna get some white, lots and lots of white, and raw sienna or um, yellow ochre. Actually, more white. Let's thin down that line that we did here. There should be some sort of line, but it should not be that prominent. all very ever so slightly, you know. And then, okay. And then some sort of gray colors. Before we proceed to detailing the turtle, let's do the background first because we also want to take this opportunity to wait for the paint to dry. So it's kind of nice to just make ourselves busy with other parts of the painting. Okay, again, some raw sienna, burnt sienna here. Okay. And some tiny little markings on the sand. Okay, like that. Okay, now let's proceed to detailing even more the turtle itself. I'm gonna use a smaller brush because since we are going to detail, okay, or we're going to do a lot of detailing here, I'm gonna use a small angle brush and I'm gonna get my white. Okay, using my white, I'm just gonna create some details on the shell. Let's start right here. And just thinly apply that. I'm gonna mix my white with some burnt sienna so that we just don't use white. We also use a little bit of brown. And okay, like that. And then using white, we're gonna be all out detailing, especially this part, because I think the flap is the main life. Like it will really, really make the painting lifelike. So I'm gonna create first some sort of diamonds, uh, like crisscrossing each other. It's gonna be really difficult, but It's like that. So this is very interesting. This. Okay. Just a few more detailing. Okay, like that. Nice. And we're gonna do the same thing over here. Okay, like that. And then using some raw sienna plus white, I'm just gonna out or make some detailing on the face. Okay, so let's reserve the space for the eye. So the space for the eye will be about here. Okay, like that. Okay, like that. Really huge, huge lines. Sorry, guys. It's so cold today. Sorry. One more. Oh my God. I think um so cold. So if you're living in Chicago, you probably have an idea already that it's gonna be really, really cold this weekend and on Monday as well. It's a holiday, but it's gonna be a long, cold weekend. Okay, I'm gonna use the same color to give it a little bit of highlight along the folds on the neck and on the head. Okay, now I'm gonna get my raw sienna. Just raw sienna. Let's try to create some more like folds along the neckline. And just also allow the brush to do the job for you. Let's do some more folds near the flap. Okay. And let's create some dot-like markings. And then some lighter raw sienna. I just added white to that so that they appear lighter. And then some markings on the head. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of blue color. I'm gonna make some markings on the back of the neck. Okay, like that. And don't forget to outline a bit, this part, so that it separates from the background. Okay, and I will think I'm gonna make a little bit of adjustment right here. Okay, and just like that. Okay, and then black. Okay, and I think I'll have to make a little bit of adjustment again over here. Like it's too low. I mean, it's too high. Okay, I'm gonna color it blue because I made it too low. Okay, some light colors for shine effect. And then some dark markings. Dark blue, so just mix your blue and black. Also here. Like that. I suddenly got a runny nose. I went outside, by the way, to work out, and I think it was just so cold outside. Okay, and then I'm gonna re-outline this. We've done this already, but uh, I lost the line again, like that. Okay, and I'm gonna use some watered down black. okay, to make some markings inside the, like each cell of certain areas right here. This is unfinished, this part. Why did I not finish that one? So I'm gonna apply some dark colors inside the cell. I call it cell, sorry. I mean, for locating purposes, I'm just gonna call it cell. And you probably are noticing that I'm not darkening the whole thing, just a portion of it, and not even every cell. Okay. I'm gonna get back to my white just to complete the look because yeah, we've I forgot to finish this one. All right, like that. And then some white markings. Okay. And then some white here on the mouth right here. All right. Again, I'm just gonna use my white to highlight the shell. And I'm using the dry brushing technique here to create some patterns that we would achieve better if we just dry brush than um, moist or not moist, but to really, really wet our brush. Right here. I'm gonna add some bright yellows or yellow ochre. I'm just using yellow ochre. I'm not using primary yellow. Okay, like that. Okay. I'm gonna use my burnt sienna plus blue. Let's add a little bit of brown colors. And then just pure burnt sienna right here down the uh, below the mouth. and also right here. And also right here. Okay. Gonna get again my black. And I'm gonna gray my blue color. So I'm just gonna mix my blue, white, and black. Okay, I'm gonna make it more visible by adding more white. And then I'm gonna add some of that um, light blue, light grayish blue colors on each cell on the face. Okay. And then for the eyes, okay, like that. Okay, like that. I'm gonna get my blue, just blue. Okay. Gonna get my primary blue, and I'm just gonna color some areas here. Okay, I'm gonna darken the eyes. Okay, like that. Gonna darken this area, and then I'm gonna get my blue because we're just playing with blues and blacks. We're not using a lot of colors, to be honest. We're just mixing and blending. Okay, some blues, some light blues. Okay, okay, like that. Then I think I need more white because I already run out of white. And I just want to use this time to make some sort of highlighting on some areas. and also reshaping the sketch if I need to reshape any. Like that. And also highlighting the sand part. Okay. Right, like that. Some highlights. Okay, let's lighten this a bit, like that. I love it. Okay, and now I'm gonna lighten a bit this part of, just dry brush along the bottom part of the flap. You don't want to paint over it, you just have to dry brush. Okay, it's a highlighting technique that uh, actually, I mean, practically it paints over the area without um, removing it or substituting it with another color. That makes sense. Okay. Right. And then I'm gonna get my black again because there are so many markings on the back of the shell to suggest age of the turtle as well. Like the more scratches it has, the older the turtle is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but um, that's that's basically what I know when it comes to the turtle's shell. Like more experienced, more experienced turtle. Gonna get some raw sienna plus white. Just to make a little bit of markings that look more natural. Okay, I'm gonna get my burnt sienna. Mm. And then using a smaller brush, I'm just gonna get my black and get into these areas right here. Just go around the white markings. Okay, I'm gonna switch to brown so that there is variety of lines as to colors. Okay. Then I'm gonna get back to some light blue color. Okay, I'm gonna get my brown, or maybe yellow ochre. And then some more markings on the neck. I really want to see this from the view of the camera. All right, good. Okay. But I feel like it needs more realistic feel. Hmm. I'm just gonna have to make some reshaping along the head. Yeah, like that. I just thickened it a bit. Some white markings. Right here. Okay. And then using some watered down black, I'm gonna darken this part. I'm gonna start darkening some areas by using some watered down black paint on certain areas. Okay. Again, some watered down black paint right here. Okay, now I'm gonna get my palette knife and I'm gonna use my blue and white and some hooker's green. Okay, I'm just gonna drag it like this for markings. Okay. Gonna drag on. I'm gonna use my raw sienna right here. Okay, like that. And then some raw sienna plus yellow, plus white, like that. Okay. And like that. Okay, now I'm gonna use some watered down blue. I'm gonna try to lighten this part of the shell. We're just going over it, just the top. We wanna really highlight that part. Okay, just the top. And of course, the top of the head. Right here and right here. Okay, and then using some gray colors, let's make the background a little more gray so that it doesn't, overpower the main subject. Right. Okay, now I want to go back to this part of the waters. So I'm going to get my blue again, plus white and black. This is just to relayer it with that color. We want the background to be really solid. And if your colors are like feeling dry, you can simply add water to that. Mine just felt like super dry. So by layering it, we will get more solid color. And now, using the same blue color, I'm just gonna slightly overlap it, slightly touching the turtle so that you will make our turtle appear as if it's really underwater. Slightly, okay? You don't want to overdo that step. Just slightly. We want some hints of blue going on over the body of this turtle to suggest submersion in water. Okay, great. I'm gonna get my white. Okay, slightly touching it with some white for highlights. Okay, and I want to go back to the shell. So I'm gonna get my raw sienna plus burnt sienna. And I just want to do a little bit of highlighting. Okay, I'm gonna get my black and I'm gonna slightly, okay, ever so slightly outline the shell. So that again, it's separated from the background. Slightly. Okay, and for the mouth, I'm just gonna go under like that. Then I'm gonna get my blue colors. And some more black. Some raw sienna down here. Just going through that area again. Because by actually dry brushing over some areas, I've already painted over some areas that was not meant to be painted over. So if that's not your case, it's fine. You just wait for me to finish um, redoing some areas. Okay. And then I'm gonna wash my brush out. I'm gonna get just plain Hooker's green and I'm gonna touch on this area. You know what? I feel like sneezing again. What's wrong with my nose? and then white, just pure white. Okay, let me just gray this area. And then here, I'm just lightening it. Oops, sorry. Sorry about that. It wasn't supposed to be gray. It was supposed to be white. Okay, and then let me just fix a bit, the detailing on the markings. More here. Okay. Okay. Let me just slightly outline the head. I told you we will be really obsessing over the details of this because turtles have they have a lot of details going on, and I kind of like it about them because the details are really abstractish, but the whole painting will make sense. Okay, I'm gonna get a little more burnt sienna. Okay, let me just check it from the view of the camera. Nice, really nice. Mhm. Okay, again, let me just go into full detail. I'm gonna go around the markings like that. Okay, same. Okay, like that. Okay, like that. I'm gonna get some gray. Okay, and then some dark blues again. Okay. Lots of blues going on because we want to emphasize that it's underwater. Okay, like this. Okay, let me just check again. Wow, super detailed. Okay, I want to use a little bit of yellow ochre colors. Oh, sorry, raw sienna here and there because we still want coherence. So let's add a little bit of raw sienna randomly on this part of the flap and also here. Now I want to get some gray color. So I'm going to mix my white and black. And using this gray color, just gonna go and, somewhat glaze over the face of the turtle. This will in effect highlight the face and also suggest submersion in water. Okay. Great. And then I'm gonna do some darker grays. over here. The back fin. Okay. And I think I have to extend it further like that. Like that. Let me check. So good. Okay, now I really want to highlight the land or the soil, or sorry, the sand part. So I'm gonna use my white and I'm gonna glaze over this area. Just glaze it. Let's brighten this area because the sand really gets good amount of light simply because of its characteristics. Sands are very reflective of light. You know, as you probably already know, that sand mirrors are made of materials from sand that really sparkles, almost something like that. So, yeah, it captures more light than the water, the sand. Like this. I'm gonna get my hooker screen plus yellow ochre and then white to create some greeny colors in the waters. It's very subtle. Gonna get my black. Now, I actually, um, I don't mind finishing this in 2 hours. I love turtles and I want to finish this nicely. Okay, just like that. And a little bit more markings right here. Nice. So good. Okay, I'm just gonna add mm, like a white dot right here. Okay, and then some light yellow. Okay. Adding more details because I'm obsessed. Then I'm gonna gray a bit the top of the head and also right here. More unevenness here. So suggest some folds. Let's see. So good. Like that. Then let's add more irregular markings. Okay, like that. And then I want to darken. Okay, just a few more detailing because we're already here, and I want to make sure that I do this very satisfying in a very satisfying ending. Okay, because as to me, I would like to end this painting very nicely. Okay. So I'm just going with some watered down black here and darkening some portions. Okay, just like that. I really like it. And don't forget to darken the bottom lip. I call it bottom lip. All right, just like that. Very nice. Very, very nice. Gosh, I super love this one. Okay, I'm gonna get my hooker screen. Just a little bit of hooker screen here and there. Some brownie spots. Okay, I really like this one. Okay, I'm gonna sign this now because I really, really like this one. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna sign, okay, right here. Okay. And we're finished. I know that there's a lot of detailing in here, but it really required me to do a lot of detailing because that's what I like, and that's my goal for 2025. Like I don't want to rush anymore. If the painting tutorial takes 2 hours to do, then I'm gonna, allow you, or I'm gonna do a video, a 2 hour video for that. I don't. Uh, I'm not gonna compress any more time just to suit the what they call this, another person's availability, because you can always watch this at your convenience, or at your convenience. You don't have to be forced to watch it all at once. Okay, so I really enjoyed this one, and I hope you paint along with me. If you like this video, let me know in the comment section below, and if you are painting with me, painting along with me, let me know as well in the comment section below, and see you in my next one. By the way, I'm gonna link in the description box below some other turtle painting tutorials that I've done in the past, so that you can choose from among them. Bye guys, and I'm having a runny nose already. I think these are allergies or something. By the way, see you next week, or see you anytime that I decide to do another tutorial. Bye. Hmm.